This evening we have the Kri-Kings here in the interview, Gustav Iden, Kristian Blummenfelt. We are here in Nice and yeah, Sunday is race day and you're both not racing. How does it feel here to be in Nice and be not a racer on Sunday?
It's still a beautiful city and the course is still beautiful, so it's a shame for us to not be racing. It was never the plan for us to race here. For me, I also like not racing anymore this year, so it's a bit more relaxed atmosphere, I would say. I do my season break here. But yeah, enjoying my time here with On, throwing great parties.
And you, Kristian?
Yeah, like it's a little bit the same. Like you feel you want to be a part of this race and the championship, and especially after having raced the last two ones. But again, it's all about Paris next year, so we have to sacrifice this race and not do it. But yeah, it's giving a lot of motivation for 2025 and come back here and do this course because it's an absolutely beautiful venue, and also having the memories from 2019, and it's just cool that Ironman is coming back here.
3 days ago you posted that your season is finished, about you're injured with Achilles. Have you any plans for next year now? Is the Olympic dream at the end, or what do you think about this?
The Olympic dream will never end, I think. It's still gonna keep on going, even if I don't qualify to Paris. I still think the Olympic dream will always be there. That's the reason I started triathlon, basically. So yeah, it's not something that ever would die, but yeah, I made it really hard for me to be injured on top of my bad performance here. So my qualification is very difficult for me now. I still am hopeful and I still have some ways I can go to Paris, but yeah, it's going to be a huge challenge. Hopefully my season break now and a very, very, very early start of 2024 will play into my favor and I can come back to performing next year. I guess if I'm performing good enough, Olympics is still within reach.
Okay. And you, Kristian, it was amazing weeks, the last weeks. Every week we saw you racing short distance. Last week, Super League, Ironman half distance and PTO race. How you relax now, and what do you think about next year? Only focus on Paris, or do this mix again?
No, so I feel this summer has been a little bit of everything and not really specializing for any distance. So that would be quite nice to really just dial in for Olympic distance and do like 10, 11 months of yeah, purely focusing on Paris, and after Paris it will be more towards Kona and long distance again. But again, now I think in order to be able to bridge that gap to Alex and Hayden and maybe be like 60 or 75 seconds quicker on the run, I do need to be more specific in my training. So it's been a fun challenge this summer, but again, to be able to summarize if 2023 was good or not, I think I'll have to wait until Paris 24.
Let us talk a little bit about Nice, about race day on Sunday. You know the course from 2019, from the half distance. You are world champion in 2019, and you, I think, was fourth or fifth. Fourth. Okay, and yeah, what are the specifics of this course here?
Yeah, you obviously have to be good on a bike here, like both power-wise and technically. And I think you also have to be quite smart and calm, because it's not only the bike course. The run is still 42 kilometers, so it's still a long way to go. So I think it's going to be a German victory. If it's Patrick or Jan, I don't know, but yeah, I think Germany.
Okay.
I think Patrick, maybe. Like, even though he was a favorite for 2019, I don't know why he didn't perform well then. But I guess again he's good downhill rider, according to the rumors, and he's been running pretty fast, like 2:30 he did in Israel. So if he can do the same here in this course, he should be quite dangerous. And he's also tended to peak well for the championships, won it twice before. And if Cam Wurf should have a chance, this is his course, I guess, and his year, because in 2 years' time we will be back. So he better take it this year.
Okay, and what do you think about Markus Ditlev? Has he a chance on this course?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how good he's riding technically, but he has been here and trying the course for a long time, so I think he should be comfortable in this course now. He had such an amazing race in Roth. It was unbelievable. But yeah, struggling a bit more after, but I still think he will do well. And if he doesn't do well this year, he has many years to come. So big fan of Magnus.
And you, Kristian?
Yeah, it would be good to have a Scandinavian on top of the podium in the break season when we are not here.
And Daniel is out now, so Magnus have to step up. And we have one Norwegian also racing in pro, Kristian Grue. He's not a medal favorite, and to come top 10 would be insane.
He did his race pace training last week, and he did dial in between 2:38 and 2:28. So something in between there for the marathon. If he does that, he will be dangerous.
Last question, what's going on in this season? You will recover, I think, from the injury, but when it's possible to train again?
So I have at least 3 more weeks with no running, and then I will do another MRI and then see how things are. So I guess I will be back in normal training mid-November. Then we're going an altitude camp, so that's the plan.
And yours, Kristian? I think I saw you on the race list in Pontevedra.
Yes. Now it's Pontevedra in 2 weeks' time, and then it's Super League with the 2 last stages with Malibu and Neom. And then it's trying to get into shape for next year, but that's already starting now. So heading to Pontevedra tomorrow to do the final bit of preparation. 2.5 weeks there, and it will also be nice to sort of be at one place and just calm down and just focusing on training.
Thank you very much for the interview and a good preparation for the last race in this year, Kristian, and recover well from the injury, and I hope we'll see you next year again in Kona.
Yes, thank you. We'll see.